Morning, and thank you. I like to take time out of my busy schedule and as yours. I appreciate the time that you're actually listening and following to my videos. The topic of discussion is success. How do we measure it? Do we measure success based off of money, income? Those people that have a lot of money have a lot of problems. You know, they say the richer get richer, but also the fact that the people that do have a lot of money sometimes aren't always the happiest because they're always trying to get more and more and more, and it never works out that way. And then, or is it a person that could be successful through the fact that they change people's lives? Again, if you're looking at success as dollar worth, it necessarily doesn't mean you're happy. Pursuing what you love to do and what you're passionate and what you're called to do is success in my eyes. So that leads me to how does one become successful? Well, in order to become successful, you must believe in yourself. There's so many people out there that says, no, you're not going to be that. You can't do that. You can't do that. Even own family. There's times that you say to them, hey, I think I want to take this career or that career, and they say, oh, what are you, crazy? There's no way that's going to work because you have a family to support or you have things to go on, and it's just one of those things. If you're called to do, you'll do whatever it takes to get to that level, and then when you get to that level, it'll just blossom because that's your calling, that's your passion, that's your love, and that's your desire. Another thing is you have to do what the norm won't do. That goes back to, if you watched my video yesterday, it goes back to waking up early and staying up late. Setting time for yourself. Make sure that you're always kind of doing things that people won't do in that sense of going out of your way, being kind to others. But in the same aspect, don't devalue your own time because your time is valuable, and so therefore you have to use your time wisely and understand that again, if it's something you want, it's something you love, it's your passion, you'll stay up late, whether if it's a coach, you'll drop down plays, you'll put formations together, you'll think outside the box, you'll study video, you'll basically become a master of your own craft. And at the end of the day, you just got to continue to grow, continue to develop, and also, which leads me to my next point, is staying busy. Staying busy means, there's no such thing as not being busy, because think of it, you wake up in the morning, let's say if you're a family man or a family wife, it's time to either get the kids ready for school, or after that it's time to get yourself ready for work, or just get yourself ready for work and make sure things are ready for your kids. And then when you come home, it's feed the kids if they're not in sports. If they're in sports, you gotta take them to their locations, and then by the time you're eating, it's like 9 o'clock. And so society has changed a lot of people's lives in the fact that we're always on the go. So sometimes you might have to slow it down and realize it's time to take together as a family and to be together. And also staying busy means sometimes, even though if you're at a baseball game watching son or daughter or softball game, watching the sport, sometimes maybe you're that time allows you time to self-reflect on yourself, on your day, on your craft. What can you get better? What can you not do better? What things can you work on? And which again leads me to my next point of emphasis, is personal development. In order to develop yourself, you got to develop your mind, your body, and your spirit. Without the mind, the body, the spirit, can mean nothing sometimes. But if you have faith and you believe and you achieve through Christ, all things are possible. You got to realize that you can't do it alone. I'll give you a prime example. I was previously married. This was a while ago, and I took a leap of faith and I went out to Delaware State. Why? Because that's what I felt I was called to do. I would spend nights, days, even weekends where I was on my knees crying like a little baby. And the reason is because I had to reconnect to the good Lord. And ever since that day, you know, my love has grown stronger, and realizing that I'm called to do what I'm doing right now, change people's lives through videos and also through strength and conditioning and coaching. And eventually one day I will be that coach. And then always to realize that you never stop growing. In order to grow, you got to change. In order to change, you got to do things, again, that the norm won't do. You got to take risks. You got to take leaps. You got to reach out to people that you never thought would answer. There's going to be 9,000 no's, but there's going to be that one that says yes and gives you that opportunity. And when it does, I'm sure it's going to blossom. But don't get discouraged, because it's very easy to, especially in society, especially in the world. And then realize, in order to be successful, you have to write your goals down. I'm on day 2 of my goals. My weekly goal is to make a video for 21 days. Why? Because that's what I'm called to do. This is day 2. And then monthly, and then yearly. Again, you write it down, it becomes an action. You make it an action, things just blossom. But a lot of people say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, or I want to do this, but never follow through. Why? Because we have the good old sin in the back of our head that I'm not good enough, or that person puts their shoes on differently than me, or they put their shirt on differently, or I'm not worth that. Stop today and start doing. Thank you again, and you guys have a blessed day.